We are at the CTO of the Year Award for 2017. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by last year's winner, Bruno Jacobfeuerborn from Deutsche Telekom. Good to see you. Now, with your work with NGMN, there's a lot of work that you've been doing over the past couple of years with 5G. 5G was a big talking point of our roundtable. For you, what do you think the big developments have been in the development of 5G over the past 12 months?
I must say I'm really delighted because when we started that a few years ago, let's talk about have one standard in place. We were not sure if we could make it. 28 operators started, let's have a white paper up and running. And like United Nations, get 28 people around, was not easy to do, and we achieved it together, and it was great to do that as CTOs to make that happen. And what happened in the last 12 months is we are so eager to make it happen in 2020 that we are now able to make it happen already in next year. So that means the standard will be ready next year. This shows that we work hard and that the time is flying and we are faster than we ever thought. So 5G is around the corner and we make it happen and faster than we ever thought.
And what technologies are the ones that excite you the most? Because there seems to be a variety of use cases on the horizon.
Well, it's the first time, as you said, we're coming from use case. In the past, it was just one hardware, one software. We could tell the people, okay, in the next 10 years, that will be the technology we're talking about. And maybe 5 years later, we have enough step function, but that's it. This time, we talked about first about the use cases, and you can maybe put in 3 vectors. One is Internet of Things, so billions of sensors, and of course, the human beings as well. Second one is, okay, latency. So something we say, okay, the 1 millisecond, that is one thing, but really say, okay, we promise you a managed latency. We tell you what is the big number of this one. And last but not least, of course, high throughput. If you combine that and say, okay, I have one standard hardware and have slicing technology, means on a hardware you have logical networks. This brings us to the situation that we are able to almost, for each industry, find use cases to support it. And first time ever, the verticals like the automotive industry is joining and saying, okay, let's work together on this one to see how the use case look like. So coming from the use case, from the customer side, making technology on standardized hardware, and the rest is software.
Now, of course, it's not going to be all plain sailing. No industry is really. What do you think the biggest obstacle is facing the telecoms industry to making 5G a success?
I think the most important thing is in our brains. So not saying, okay, we have had 2G, 3G, 4G, and now we have the same linear development in 5G. We must have disruptive models to get the economy right. Because if the 5G technology will cost the same as 4G, we will not be able to make a business case out of it. So because we are talking about millions of small cells, they should cost a fraction of the cells that we have today. We have a distributed core network. So really have edge cloud computing. That means complete new architecture, thinking about different and disruptive to make that happen to support the customer needs. And that I think is the biggest important and most important thing where we have to be able to tackle that, and that is not easy.
Excellent. Bruno, absolute pleasure.
It's great to meet you. Thank you.
You too.